How's everybody doing? This is Kyle here from KyleKraft. Welcome in. Today we got a special video, alright? I'm showing you this epic tropical pirate style getaway built by the KyleKraft team for the CCG build battle event. Now straight away, yes, the KyleKraft team was invited to the CCG. If you don't know what the CCG is, it's the Cross Community Games. It's an event set up by FamilyCraft Dad and Red Jambo. Jambo? One of those. The links to their channels are down below in the description. Make sure to check them out because they set up this awesome, incredible event and we got to participate in it. Now what the CCG is all about, it's basically community surrounding a Minecraft YouTuber coming together and building and representing, you know, that YouTuber. So we had Team KyleKraft. There's a bunch of the hermits are part of this. So there's Team Mumbo Jumbo, Team Exuma Void, Team BOO, and other YouTubers as well, including Team FamilyCraft Dad, which I can't stress enough. He built this tower. Do you see this? It's one of the most incredible towers I've ever seen. He also explored every single project and base that was built up in this event on his channel, so make sure to go check that out if you want to see the other builds. But yes, all these different YouTuber teams compete against one another on one specific building location and project. The theme for this event was a tropical getaway. Now different teams took on different looks, different ideas, different projects, but the KyleKraft team went ahead and built a pirate experience. You know, a submersive pirate world. The idea is kind of like Disney World or Disneyland, if any of you have been to that. And I'll talk about that more as we jump into the project. But yes, we built up the world of pirates, complete with monster ships, themed builds and ideas, a pirate style coastline with the docks, the town, the ruins, the Kraken, all turning into this epic and large pirate environment. What you can't really see from here is the incredible detailing that went into this build. The KyleKraft team is incredible. May I also add, this was part of a build battle competition, so this was all done in 1 week. 1 week. But of course, we really got to explore and see the details of this incredible project, give you some of the behind the scenes thoughts of what we were doing while building it, and show you around the pirate world, get some inspiration, and check out this awesome project. Now, because of the size, I think it's best if we jump into the different areas. What better of a place to start than what was going to be our spawn-in area? Now, I believe the spawn actually didn't work, but this kind of shows what our idea was and what our storyline behind our build was. You gotta have the story. Welcome all tourists to the world of pirates, your tropical pirate experience. That was the thought. You know, set your render distance, make sure to explore, all that kinds of good stuff. Pirate Cove, all that's good. What we really were trying to stress was that you walked in, you entered into this room, and you instantly walk out the door and are submerged into the incredible environment. And what I'm gonna try and touch on, and what I really won't be able to touch on enough, is the detailing in this kind of builds. You know, you got hammock coming off the tree right here, alongside the tree, and the detailing all throughout the docks. Yeah, look at this. I mean, look at the builds alone. Look at the detailing that went into the builds. Now, I'm going to put all the names involved in this project later on in the video. But one thing I want to point out as we walk through, and I'll mention it again later, is that the team worked together so well. It was such a collaborative experience, and that's why the project turned out as well as it did. Everybody was really working together on these builds and on these environments, including the docks and going around, and all the different builds that you'll see as we explore was really a collaborative piece of work. So that's really cool. So when I point out names of who did what, you know, there was a lot of different help involved on different areas. I do know for the docks, one of the big workers on this, you might see him around on the survival state server if you play there, is Exploited. Exploited did a lot of works on the docks, including the lights of the crane right here. I mean, look at the crane holding up the TNT and all the different detailing around and throughout, including the builds and the oars and everything. And again, he had help on different areas, but look at all the detailing in this kind of environment. It's so cool to walk through and really be submerged in the pirate world, and that's what we were going for. Now, I mentioned Disneyland, Disney World. That was kind of the thought. You know, you enter into this scenic environment and you're ingrained into, you know, it's a tourist vacation. Our goal was to build up this pirate world that you can enter into and explore. You know, see all the scenery, see the environment that the pirates, you know, live in. Almost like, I mean, like Disneyland, Disney World, if anyone's been there, maybe, you feel me? Pirates of the Caribbean, you know how they have these settings, that kind of thing. You can walk in as a tourist, you're walking in, you're exploring. Or Universal Studios has it kind of like with the Harry Potter, Hogwarts environment, even though I'm not a Harry Potter fan. But you kind of get the idea. That was the thought, and that's what we were going for. And that's why the detailing is so critical and so cool. I mean, look at this. There's a fish hanging right here. Fish or shark. Is that not epic? You walk down onto the docks, there's plenty of different, you know, cannons and aspects that you would see in this pirate world. detailing with the chests. I could go on and on about it for a long time, and I'm not going to be able to see everything, but look at this. The brewery. I mean, cool. I'm not going to be able to show everything as much as I may like to because that's how detailed it really is. And that is always the focus here on the KyleKraft channel, so I'm glad to see it transfer into the KyleKraft team build. If we jump off the dock there, but look at the docks extend out, and you can start to see some of the incredible builds we're going to see around. You can see us come down this path, which is, you know, kind of like a beach line, and we did extend some buildings onto this side. Now, another thing I want to stress, and here's some of the behind the scenes kind of ideas, is World Edit was a big tool in helping us build up this project at scale. One of the cool things is there's so many unique builds and just building time and, you know, work that went into this project, but we did use some World Edit to spread it a little bit in the little time we had and to take advantage of building up, you know, one style of house and using it in different places to build a more mass town setting. So that was key, and that was cool to do. And you can see as we walk through this beach coastline all the different details all throughout here. There's some big houses down on the stretch, some smaller ones, and they even extend back if we jump on top of these bushes, which were done by World Edit, might I point out. Oh look, we got some parrots hanging out. But you can see some of the houses throughout here, and that's part of the cool thing, you know, creating and making it mask and, you know, using the magic of the World Edit tool, just like the magic of Disney or any other environment, to building up a huge setting and an incredible experience. That was the goal. So that was cool to do, and you can see the area we traveled across. It really feels like an environment. We got the docks all the way over there. Feel the walk across the coast with the different smaller layouts of builds and houses, and it's cool to see. And then you can walk over to this area right here. Now this is one of my favorite builds for sure. Look at the terrain just to get over to it. I mean, you technically, if you were, you know, in survival, you got to park war all the way over on, oh, I failed. But you have to park war across onto, look at this shipwreck right here to get onto the Pirate Cove Island. We got the ships across sailing in, ships on that side, and look at this incredible build that was mostly built, I want to say, by Mats and a few other players working on, you know, the terrain building and stuff like that to build this incredible Pirates Cove build. What's like, how do you explain, I'm trying to think of the right word. You see, like, there's a hull of a ship right there, right? There's the mast of a ship. It's all these different ship parts put together into one build sitting on top of this cliff right here, this island. I mean, is that not awesome? Incredibly creative and one of my favorite builds in that way. You can see the walk-up area just coming up to it is so detailed. Look at the waterfall walking through, and then you can come through. You got parrots coming across and walk all the way up, and you get into this pirate, you know, little island. What's the word? Regardless, you can see how sweet this build is. And yes, all the interiors are done on these builds. That is one of the cool aspects of the detailing that went into this project. We had Petey and a lot of others help with the, not help, but take over the interiors and do incredible work on them. I keep saying incredible, but I think that's definitely the word to describe this one. KyleKraft community, I tell you, they know how to build. They really show me up constantly, and you can see it in the detailing on these kind of builds. Look at, I mean, you got the extensions looking out. It's cool to have all these different locations to, you know, actually look out at the water. I mean, it all flows together, this build. I think that's the highlight, is the flow of this one. You got staircase, we got the ladder up here. Let's take this ladder up to the top floor. You can walk through the stairs. You know, it's integrated in. They got the bed right there. But look at this small area inside the build, but it's turned into a bedroom. And then I see the staircase over on this side. I haven't gotten a chance to explore this interior as much as the others, but as we walk up, let's see what we arrive into. Yep, even more room right here with another area extending out. I mean, it's so sweet. Look at the hook hanging down right there. Everything really just integrates in well together, and you know, some of the builders in this community, they really know what they're doing, and it is shown in some of these builds. Actually, I wouldn't even say some. All the builds really had time put into them, and they turned out really well. I really just want to walk through every aspect of this one. That's why I'm rambling on as I continue through. This is the top deck right up here, and it's got the best view, I would say, of the incredible, you know, I said incredible again, the coastline and where you are in this build, and then you can see the beginning of the huge ship. So yeah, that's really cool, and that's a cool aspect of this build. Look at this cauldron hanging right here. I mean, that's the detailing. That's the detailing. And all the detailing in the, am I going to be, oh, I fell. Uh-oh, where am I now? All the detailing in this build stands out and makes it so significant and makes the project what it is. I feel like I've said that 8 times now, but let's just continue to ramble on as we stand on top of this build real quick. I mean, how cool. How cool. Definitely one of my favorites, but we got a ton more to explore. And for that, we'll come back into the air and take a look at what we just saw. We went down the docks right across, and we went across. I can't see. Let me fly over so we can actually see which. We went across these docks, all right? We came out that build, went on these docks, checked out some of the interiors through here, came down, and now I can't see over here. But we went across that coast and on through the shipwreck onto the Pirate Cove Island, and that's where we last left off. So it's pretty cool, and you can see that was a pretty good sized chunk of the build, but we got so much more to explore. I mean, we got the ship right here. I mean, the ship's got to be the next point of discussion. We all can agree this was a full Jemet build, and that's who took this one on and built one of the I mean, this has got to be the most epic pirate ship I've ever seen in Minecraft. Epic ship I've ever seen in Minecraft. Look at the cannon. Look at the cannon. The cannon out the front with the skull. I mean, I can't get over it. I don't even need to say or talk over how incredible this ship is. Look at the anchor. Look at the wave underneath the hull with the waves coming across, all setting into this huge ship. There's no words to explain it. Those are all cannons in there. I mean, I'll just fly through and you can see it. I won't talk too much. Look at the skull. Look at the light out the back right here. All the skulls. This is a pirate ship. The shape of the ship is outstanding. Look, he's got the waves coming through. The captain's right there. Look at the mass and detailing in the lines going up to him. I mean, I can't even. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it's just as epic when you fly in and stand on the ship. And you can see the detailing on here too. I mean, you can see there's so much time and effort and thought put into all aspects of this build. It's really truly outstanding. This has got to be, I mean, I would say most of us can agree. All of us builders were on here, and we know we built some cool stuff, but this is next level. And I would say the rest of the builds are a pretty high level. They did an awesome job, but this Jemet, oh my gosh, this is just awe, absolute awe. Look up. Oh my, I can't even explain to you. Being into this environment right here, actually in the game, you can feel the size. That's going to be hard to see on screen at home, but it is incredible. It feels like you're on this huge ship. It's so cool. Well, I guess technically I am on this huge ship, but you know what I mean. He's got the pirate flag details, which I can't stress enough is such a critical aspect. I mean, look at that. All throughout. It's very key. It's very built up. I mean, there's so much that went into it that is just astounding. I think you can all tell from walking around. Can't remember how to necessarily get down below here. I mean, it's kind of like you're as a pirate would, but you can see, look, he's got the beds stationed right in here for the crew. He's got plenty of different areas walking throughout, including areas walking into, you know, the cannons, but this is all built out. You can walk through on these different ledges, fire off the cannons. It's got the bottom of the hull all lit up. Is that the right word? I think it is. But you can see some of the cool detailed lights right here. Some intensity with the cannon and firing shots over here on that mega cannon out front. Insane. Insane. Now I'm getting lost, but insane. So yeah, Jemet, I think I can say it for all of us. Incredible work on this one. Absolutely outstanding. This is top class. Top class. Look, you fly up above and you're still just on top of it. But yep, that's the ship. That's a key highlight of this build, and I think it's about time we explore the town area right here. It just needs to render in. Now see, we saw the ship, and the Pirates Cove Island is way over there. We started off on this dock area right across here. Right there is actually right where we started. That's the hub. That's the starting area. And we walked around, you know, we saw that area. So we saw that, but we still have all of this town extending down this way. And you can kind of see from the air up here some of the detailing that went into the entire environment. You can see the paths, you can see the detail in there, although I will tell you once again, tricks, world edit for those. But all the grass added in, that was all, you know, hand placed. We matched around the trees, all the different terraforming in the bushes, and of course all the buildings, which I think we want to check out about now. Should we start right here? Yeah, I think that's a good spot to start right here. So that's the hub entrance, and you can come down these back stairs and you can see some of the buildings all throughout here. Again, I did point out PD and a lot of others built up interiors for all these different homes, and that's one of the incredible parts about this build. And one of the reasons the judges, because these builds were judged by people including Good Times with Scar, who is on here. Did I mention that? Good Times with Scar, probably one of the best builders we've all seen. The judges came through and graded the different builds, and I will, you know, leave that more for check out KyleKraft's video. He mentioned the judges, or Scar actually made a video on this server too, and all the different projects, the CCG. Scar made a video, so feel free to check that one out too. If you haven't already, you probably have. But yes, look at the fountain right in the middle right here, walking around. As I was just mentioning, judges based, they had 3 different criterias: creativity, theme, and completeness. What was the last one? I'm blanking. I'm also dying from starvation. That's not good. I need food. There's no food around. I can tell you there's no food. I'm just going to go ahead and wait it out. It's slightly sad, but it happens. All right, this is interesting. I haven't been injured in a little bit. Okay, I think we're good. Moving forward. Look at the detailing right there. I forgot the last judging criteria. Honestly, I'm blanking on it. But let's walk through some of these buildings. And you can see the paths. I mean, I can't stress it enough, and I don't want to ramble on about this. I'm always rambling. But look at the environment. And that was the entire goal of this project, was to build up the environment so that you're submerged. I just wanted to point that out again. I know I've said it, but I just wanted to point that out again. And make sure to think about that as we walk through this area. Look at it. You're here. You're in. But yes, you can see a chest storage room right here. Look at the different coals and materials all spread throughout. You got the chests up top over here. You can walk back down, and that's just one building of many. Walk out. Look at the docks. Obviously, I'm a fan of the build, and I must point out that this was really the KyleKraft community. Have I not mentioned that enough? I mean, I did what I could with organizing, structuring up the town, different things. I built up some stuff, but they're the outstanding ones. They built up this area, so it's just as fun for me to explore and see how incredible their builds are, including these different little buildings. I mean, it's just these small aspects. Look, these are all different. That was green, that one's orange. This is going to be, a gray theme for all the different little building, rooming different areas. Because as with Disney, as with the idea in this build, it's kind of like a resort. You're going here on a tourist vacation, so you're staying here in the Pirates world, you're eating in the taverns, that kind of stuff. So, that's why there's living and different stuff like that. And that's why you'll see, some more modern interiors, because even though it's a pirate world, and, they're not modern interiors per se, but they are, they're built up, they're like a resort, so you have some nicer living too. But here's a stable, and I really like the door for this one. Look at the door. I also love the lantern extending off. Look at the shape of that one, so cool. I haven't seen the upstairs, so let's pop upstairs and check the interior upstairs. Yeah, there you go. It's detailed up, it's simple, but it's got the different needs that you would see in survival Minecraft, so that's cool to see. And you have matching different buildings across, but you also have unique buildings all throughout. So that was a cool aspect of this entire project. Look, that's a different style roof, but it's still matching up with the theme of the Pirates world. So you have these different worlds. So that's cool to me. Look how cool that cliff looks too. We'll take a look at the ruins. The ruins were kind of going with the idea that it's that, that experience, that world. It's just another tourist spot to check out the ruins, and it kind of ties in with the pirate theme. But look, you can see the interiors. Look, I mean, it's got the terracottas going. The spread and balance throughout all these interiors is excellent. I love the couches in here, and it's really cool to see. You can walk around over here, you can see, and we could really check out each one of these interiors. Oh, this has got to be one of my favorites. This has got to be, I haven't seen this interior. This is easily one of my favorites. A little darker here in the kitchen, it looks like. But look at this. Look at this ground too. This is my favorite interior. Yep, confirmed. Confirmed this is my favorite interior. Wow, it's got the bar over here. It's got plenty of dining and seating. This is definitely a restaurant or tavern for people to eat at. Here, the tourists. And look at that waterfall entrance. Wow, that is excellent. Nice work. Nice work. But yes, well, let's walk over to the ruins. I haven't seen the ruins much, and really it's the exterior detail that you just got to take a look at. Look at it with the vines extending off. That's cool to see. We walk up this path, and you're here in the little ruins section. So it's just a nice detail and additional build inside the overall project to bring more life to it and to add an even deeper depth into the entire project. So that's awesome. That's awesome. I haven't seen, this is, I believe, a spa I want to say. Ooh, look, and you can see, look at the map of the ship. Look how big the ship is with the docks. That's cool to see. That's cool to see. It's trimmed off on the corners right here. The different lighting all throughout. Look at the ceiling. Just imagine being in this spa with that ceiling up top, the high ceiling. That's really cool. That is really cool. They did an excellent job building that up. Excellent job. You can see the different buildings attached right in here once again. There's another styled room with an interior, of course. All these builds have interiors, which is excellent and awesome to see. I do know Shrodo, PD, and Nerdy Birdie were all up way late the final night, especially working on the interiors. I believe we were up pretty late the final night. I think I was up till 4:30 or 5. I had to wake up a few hours later. I was somewhere. I was off on a couple day trip. But they were up until, I want to say 5:30, just building up the interiors and the rest of this build. And that's the fun part of the entire experience, is getting the chance to do this. And look at this interior with the bed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You really outdid yourself. Really outdid yourself. Because this is cool. Oh, I want to see what's in here. It's going to be, I would imagine, I was looking for, that's kind of what I was looking for. A way up top, maybe. Yep, right out into this balcony porch. That's, ooh, look at the town. I mean, you're here in the town. I've said that too many times, but that's cool. That's cool. You know me, I love towns. That's the reason I play Minecraft, is basically the architecture and the planning in a town. So this is right up our alley. Right up our alley. The KyleKraft community, building it up. So yes, plenty of buildings across, all throughout. You can see the unique shapes and unique styles in each of them, all matching up with the pirate theme. Look at that one on the corner. I mean, that's really cool right there. I love seeing that overhang right there. It's all those minor details that really add to the build. I've said that too many times, but it's true. Now let's walk onto this beach and see some of the aspects right here. You can see the tree coming across on top of that one. You can see more of this, the beach style, beach themed build on the beach. You know, it's still in that pirate nature, but it's on the beach, so it's got the pirate, you know, the beach theme. You get what I'm saying. The parrot gets what I'm saying, right, parrot? But yes, you can really see the houses all across, and it extends back down this way. You know what? Let's take an aerial shot so you can see where we're at. Extending up, you can see we're down here. It extends back along. It gets wrapped into the pass. The pass all interlock and wrap together. You can see the docks, and that extends back in that way. So you got the town, you got all this area, and that's really the pirate entire cove base. Not a base, that's the wrong word, but town and project all together. And because, you know, we came to this far side, and we had to, you know, wrap up the rest of the build, right? We had the far side all wrapped up with the pirate cove and ship. You know, you can see where the boundary is, but we needed a boundary in the water, and there was another build we wanted to add in. I guess I should say I wanted to add in for this one, because I'm not sure if we fully agreed on the Kraken, but I really wanted to add in the Kraken. So yes, this is one I built. I did build the Kraken in the ship right here. This one was really fun to build. You can see we got the Kraken with his big old teeth, breaking the ship in half, and this one is modeled directly out of Pirates of the Caribbean. That's where I got the inspiration and thought for this one. You know, the scene where it breaks the ship in half and everyone's falling down into the middle. That's kind of what I kind of went for here. So you can see, you know, the ship breaks. You can see the breakage right on the ship right there. And I didn't do too many mega detailing with this. I could have had, you know, individuals, you know, falling, and it would have been kind of gruesome. I don't, either way. I didn't do too much detailing, although I did do plenty with the ship, you know, setting it in, so it was a cool looking build, especially from afar, because I imagine, you know, realistically thinking storyline, if tourists were out there, they're not going to see this setting, the scenery, other than from the coast. So my thought was that you shouldn't have that much detailing in, because they're not going to come over here and explore. It's going to be that piece. It's going to be that piece that tourists come over and see from right here. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? But yes, the ship cracked straight in half, coming down. This one's at a 45-degree angle, 30 right here, with the ship sail breaking, some holes in the sail, and, you know, the different feathering lines coming down across. And then you got the full Kraken with the tentacles extending and wrapping all the way around the ship, and the body of the Kraken extends out the back here and into the water. So it is, I thought it was a pretty cool build. I thought it came together well. I guess, you know, it's up for you to interpret and think if you think it looks pretty cool. Let me know in the comments for this one, alongside, well, really more the entire project. But this one was fun to build, and one of the biggest aspects of this, I actually had to terraform the entire ocean behind here. You can kind of see it's got some depth. It's normally flat out like this all the way, so that took a long time to make it very deep and make some sense structurally, so that took a while, but that was fun to do, and that's the most I can comment on for those aspects, because that is something I spent decent amount of time on, as well as the Kraken, building it up and getting the shape set and right was most important, and getting the thickness, you know, because it really is taking over the ship. So I thought that was pretty cool. The Kraken taking the ship down, and that's it. That's the entire pirate experience. Awesome world pirate getaway, tropical pirate getaway project. Yeah, I mean, you get the point. The Tropical Pirate Getaway, hopefully you got some ideas, inspiration, and enjoyed seeing this build because we worked really hard on it and it was a ton of fun to do. Really wanted to show and walk through this one with you, and yeah. Now I mentioned this was part of the CCG, so they were judged, the builds were judged, and we actually won. We won. Team KyleKraft got first place in the CCG. And third place was Good Times with Scar Team with their awesome Volcano Tiki Town resort type area that was shut down because of the volcano eruption. I love that storyline and the creativity in that build. In second place was FamilyCraft Dad's team with the resort, but the highlight was definitely the epic tower. Although I did really like the mini golf too. I actually played it. But the tower was, I mean, mind-bending. It definitely hit the wow factor, and the wow factor is that third criteria I'm just now realizing. But when I first saw it, I was straight up blown away. I mean, the detailing, you know I love architecture, and the detailing and actual structure in this build is outstanding. So I really do urge you to check out his video of his, you know, his build and that tower too, because he does a time lapse of it and it's so cool. I love the helicopter. It's sweet. There's a card in the top right, and there has been a couple times, so make sure to check that out if you want. But then, as I mentioned, in first place was Team KyleKraft. We did take the win, but what I can say is more importantly than the winning or the competing or anything was just the idea of all building together, collaborating, building up the KyleKraft team, and really getting the experience and joy of building together as a group. That was definitely the highlight of the CCG. So in case the CCG staff is watching, thank you so much for the invite into this event to participate. I really can't stress enough how incredible it is, and what you have set up is outstanding. So you got my full support. We're definitely looking forward to more, and Team KyleKraft is definitely looking forward to building up more epic worlds. So CCG competition, we'll see you out there. Viewers, look forward to more projects like this. It's going to be fun. And KyleKraft building team, get pumped for more as well. On screen now should be the team all listed out, all the different names that participated in this incredible project. On the rare chance that I did miss someone, I don't think I did though, to be honest, but all the names are also listed down in the description. You know, if you see them in the comments, give them a congratulations or a good work or a GG or something like that, because they're incredible. They took charge and they really built up this awesome Tropical Pirate Getaway. And that's it. Subscribe if you'd like to. Join the KyleKraft community. It's always a good time. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. There's some more special videos coming up, but that's it for this one. Thanks for coming.